Hello, 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 Gemini. So, welcome to your beginning of the month reading for February 1st through to the 15th, 2021. This is a general reading, so if it doesn't make sense to you, it's probably not for you, and you should check out your rising sign, moon, or Venus. And cross watchers are welcome. Welcome to Waves of Fire Tarot or Tarot. I'm new here, so please like and subscribe because it helps me grow this channel, which in turn helps me get out any messages people need to hear. So yeah, let's get on with your reading. Let's see where we're headed. Okay, Gemini. What do we got? Deep knowing. Okay. Time for a nap. And a change in the wind. Okay. Okay, Gemini. So, your reading is starting off with a bit of adventure that's going to come into play. So, it's saying to use your instincts, read between the lines, use your intuition, use that gut feeling that you got deep down inside. Like, there's no need to, be a driving force or like go out and let's get this done and make a plan for right now. Just intuitively let things be, let things lie, let things repair itself, rest, rejuvenate yourself, because there's nothing for you to do right now. Because when it's time, there will be a change. There will be a change. You can feel it coming. But for right now, just let everything go in order to find some peace. And when the change comes, when the change that is maybe a little unstable, treat it like an adventure. Intuitively know everything's going to be okay. And for right now, just let it rest. So that's the beginning of the reading. Wow, let's see where it goes, because that to me is a little bit intense to know that there's going to be a change that might shake up your world a bit, but for right now the best thing you can do is use your gut and just let it be. Okay, let's get your reading out, Gemini. I've shuffled the cards previous to your reading, but I do like to do it on camera, just so you know that, not messing around. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, the theme, 8 of Pentacles. Your block is the 9 of Pentacles. For your past energy, we got the 5 of Cups. And for your future, we got the Wheel, which is a good thing. For your 3D, what's happening in the present moment, you got the 3 of Wands. And then we got the 8 of Swords right now for spirit guidance. What's happening in the future? So So we got the Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Magician, and the Devil. So what this is telling me, Gemini, is that right now you are working really hard. You're working on your money. You're working extremely hard, super focused. You're focused on something. You're trying to grow something. You're trying to master something. But your block is this sense of independence that you're trying to build. Maybe you're not focusing on other people as much. Maybe you've become too independent, too focused on money. Too focused. I mean, money is a good thing, but there's a point where, you know, you're working too hard and you're letting other things slide. So your block is, you know, your block is this need for independence, this need for just like making that cash. And maybe you need to slow down a bit, because you'll get to the Nine of Pentacles. You'll get there, but you need to maybe slow down a bit, because in your past, and there was a sense of loss. Five of Cups. You know, someone maybe walked away from you. Something happened in the past that caused you pain, which might have driven you to work really hard and just concentrate on your money. But to the point where you're so independent, your head is not up, you're not looking around, you're not, you know, maybe your relationships are falling behind because you've become too independent, too focused on money. In your future, you do have the Wheel of Fortune, so, you know, your hand is not on this wheel. Something is going to push you forward regardless, and for the better, it seems. For the better, because the Wheel of Fortune is, for me, always, you know, usually in readings, a good card. It's a card where it's like, you know, good things will happen, and, you know, our guides, our angels, our spirits, they're the ones who are now in control of this, because you've been working so hard that they're like, okay, we need to do something. We're taking the wheel away. La 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 la. So for what's happening presently, there might be a situation where, because you're working so hard to create this empire, it appears, you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're looking off into the future. You're trying to build a happily ever after, but you might be doing it super independently, and you're all up in your head. Like you've kind of trapped yourself with the Eight of Swords. You have like a mind trap. You're trapped in your head. You're overthinking things. You're overthinking success. You're overthinking how to get this happily ever after. How do I get this sun into place? So, and then for the future, so from now till 3 months, there's some toxicity in your life. This doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Could be. Maybe you're working so hard because you have an overzealous boss who has you trapped at your desk, or maybe it's the overworking that's causing the toxicity. You know, it's an addictive. It's you're addicted to overworking. They're like overindulging. You know, And then, you know, in the next 3 to 6 months, you're trying to manifest something for the better, which I hope comes to fruition for you, definitely. And then soon after that, 6 to 9 months, you get stuck and you have to stop and pause for a moment, get another perspective with the hangman, because, you know, you go from like working really hard to the point of like it being toxic, trying to manifest a good life, a fulfilling life, but you get stuck. You get stuck because maybe in it, this person walks into your life that you weren't expecting, who's offering you this cup of love. This Knight of Cups shows up and they're there and they're offering you romance, which makes you pause and go, but I had a plan and I'm working and I'm like, you know, I'm trying to make this life a life that I can have, that is stable for a good future. And this person wasn't in your plans, but because it seems like, you know, you had a loss, so you kind of have been focusing so much on yourself, trying to get away from that pain of that loss, build a future, that the Wheel of Fortune comes into play and helps you manifest this person who's gonna come in and offer you, like, you know, some love, a relationship, a commitment of some kind, and you get stuck trying to figure out what is happening. That's at the end of the year for timing. You know, could be sooner, could be later. It has to do with fate and your own will, because everyone has their own will and they're going to do what they want in the end. All decisions are up to you, of course. So let's clarify these cards. Let's clarify these cards. Oops. That was a horrible shuffle, now wasn't it? Okay. So, your theme is the Eight of Pentacles. It is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Victory card, Six of Wands, and Celebration. So, all this hard work for victory and celebration with friends and co-workers, perhaps, is taking place. This Ace of Swords, there's a need for clarity around your work, perhaps. You might have to ask some questions. You might have to get some answers in order for you to, you know, find some peace of mind so that you can succeed in the end and celebrate with your team, whoever your team is. So that's actually pretty good, you know. You need some straightforward answers, though, you know. Yeah, definitely need some truth on the situation, having to dealing with money, perhaps, and maybe family members. Money, family members. There's a group of people here who are definitely celebrating. They might be indulging too much, you know. Maybe they're partying while you're doing the work, while you're trying to get to the end of this game, have a victory. You might be taking on a lot of work because other people are indulging. So you get stuck with it. Your block is the Nine of Pentacles. Let's see what that's about. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. What are you about? Ooh, Star. I love the Star card. Three of Pentacles. And you got the Page of Cups, baby. Okay. So your blocks are, once again, it has to do with, you're wishing for something. You're wishing to master a project. You're wishing to work with other people. But there's this person that keeps on showing up. This little person keeps on showing up, and they're like, please, love me. Here's my cup of love. And you're so independent right now, and you're working, once again. You're working with other people, and maybe this one person who shows up with, you might not even be seeing this person because you're working so hard, who keeps on showing up in your life, offering you love, offering you, this wish. Offering you hope. This is hope. This is spiritual guidance of some kind. This is the universe saying, hi, like, I know you have dreams and you have faith in your dreams, and here's this person who is telling you, I'm here with this small offer of love, because maybe they're afraid to offer you anything more because you are basically a workaholic, Gemini. But you want this. Nobody wants to go it alone. Nobody wants to go it alone. So you might be blocking this offer, this person who keeps on stepping into your life because you're so focused on work. And this person could definitely be, a fulfillment of your future happiness that you might not be seeing right now. But it's about having faith in your dreams. Okay, so that's your block. Not seeing that your dreams can be fulfilled, because you're working double time and overtime and triple time. And I love a hard worker, Gemini. I do. I love a hard worker with a good ethic, but I also like balance. So I'm not sure if you're having a hard time finding that balance, but I know you can get there, because we're all a work in progress. Definitely me. I got lots of faults. So for your past, you got loss happening. Why? What happened for you to feel this loss? High Priestess. Oh, Mr. Sneaky came out. Oh, and the Devil. Devil twice in the spread. I don't like it. I don't like it. So you basically felt lost because the High Priestess is basically a person who I think of her as the moon. She symbolizes the moon, and the moon usually has hidden things happening, things below the surface. It's an intuitive card in other readings. It's about reading between the lines. But in this case, I'm thinking that something was hidden from you, and it had to do with this toxic person who came into your life, and it could have been a very passionate relationship. It could have been a Capricorn. That's the sign of the Capricorn right there. But someone came in, and could have caused codependency. And they were sneaky. There was some sneaky business happening. There was lies. Could have been cheating. Someone could have cut and run in the past. So that's why you found loss. Someone kind of ensnared you in the debacle of their life, and hiding things from you. And then they cut and run, and maybe they took a little piece of your heart with them when they did this. They could have been cheating on you, lying, deceptive, which caused you to feel loss. I'm so sorry this happened to you, Gemini. Yeah. That's your past, though, because your future, and that's why you're probably working so hard, like I said, your future, the wheel has taken place. You're, like, the universe has control now. You just have to kind of sit back. You got to sit back and let things happen, because change is going to happen. You might feel unstable now, but change is coming to the forefront. Let's see what we got here for the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, okay. This is all happening because someone was not very good to you. And in doing that, in causing this strife, in causing this hurt, in causing all of this pain, and this defeat, this hurt and this pain and this, in doing all that, the wheel has taken hold, and you got the Sun, which is, to me, one of the happiest cards in the deck. But you might be holding on a little bit to this old person. You might be holding on to them just a bit, but the wheel is not going to let that happen for long, because this person might have definitely caused you pain, and they fought with you and were deceptive. The wheel has now taken control, and they might have been very selfish, but in seeing these lessons, in the end, you find the Sun. This person is holding on so tightly to something. It might be you having a hard time letting go, but the only way the Sun is going to come out, the only way you're going to find true happiness, is to let this person go, to let this person go, and let go of your burdens. This might also have to do with you creating a budget, because you're working on all your money, maybe in order for you to find that happiness, you're gonna have to, create that budget, get rid of this person that's hurt you in the past, and find that happiness within. So, presently, in the 3D world, as we call it, down here on Earth, what do we have going on with these Three of Wands? Yep. Okay. So, after what's happened in the past, with the Nine of Wands, basically you're on guard you know, you want to head in a new direction. You want to find your son, but you are still, you're still on guard. You're looking out for yourself. You know, you've taken a step outside of the gate to look around to see what's happening. But you're still very guarded. The need to kind of find balance in your life is important to you. You want to give as much as you get at this point. Maybe someone, you know, like in this card, for the future, you don't want someone who is going to just hold on to things and be a taker. You know, you want balance in your life. You want that King of Pentacles. This is what you're looking for. This is who might be stepping right into your path. King of Pentacles is lovely. King of Pentacles is about security, about growth, about stability. It's about the household. He is, for me, in the upright, someone who you can depend on. And someone who will definitely, you know, have their money under control, have their life under control. And that, this King of Pentacles could be, you know, the next person stepping into your life. Just, you know, you got to step outside this gate, look to your future, find balance. You want someone with balance, and then, you know, find happiness within yourself for this King of Pentacles to show up. Why are you worried, Gemini? What's going on? Why are you worried? Somewhere in the back of your mind, you have worries happening. Why is this happening? Page of Wands. Page of Swords. Lots of pages. 9 of Cups. You're worried because you have, the pages are messages. They're young, they're immature, and it has nothing to do with age. It could be state of mind, because you're worried because you want your wishes fulfilled. You want that happy life. You want the full package. You want a stable home. You know, you want what most people want. And you know, I really hope that you get it. I hope we all get it. But for right now, you're worried because there is a person who you think is just kind of like in and out of your life. They come in passionately, but they might leave just as quickly. You're worried about that. You might be keeping an eye on them. I don't know if you fully trust them to be your wish fulfillment. And I don't know if you're taking them that seriously, but you're taking them seriously enough to be worried about this person a bit, because they do intrigue you. So, you know, look, this person is watching this person, you know? I think this is you watching them, because you're not sure if they can give you this. Because you've got worries. You have worries that this person might be a bit flaky. Yeah. Sorry, Gemini, my camera shut off for some reason. Okay, so where were we? We're doing timing. So, why is the devil here? He's come out twice. This is the now and 3 months. From now to 3 months. Why is the devil here? I thought it was work related before, but now I'm thinking it could be a person. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the devil is clarified with the person from the past options, Seven of Cups, Six of Cups, and Judgment. So I think the devil is a past energy, someone for your past who was toxic or is toxic, who uh, is came back into the picture trying to offer you love, but meanwhile they had a bunch of options that they kept secret in the past, and then you found out about it, and boom, judgment hit, and you said enough is enough, and you probably walked away from them. And they might try to come back. They might try to come back with this Six of Cups, but I wouldn't trust them. They seem to be the same person. Lots of options. I don't know. Totally up to you. This is your decision. As I said before, it's your life. What is the Magician doing here for the 3 to 6 months? What is the Magician doing for Gemini for the next 3 to 6 months? Hierophant, Empress, King of Wands. Okay, so you're trying to manifest a committed relationship. You are nurturing. You are someone who wants to grow. Someone who is just lovely. The Empress is a lovely person. The Empress is about creativity and abundance and fertility, and it doesn't have to be fertility as in you're gonna get pregnant. Could be, but it's the birth of anything, new ideas, new businesses. There's a real connection to the earth with the Empress, and like you want a commitment. You're trying to manifest your King of Wands. You're trying to manifest someone who is on the same level as you, which is, passionate, someone who's creative, who goes through with decisions that they're going to make. If they make a promise, you know, they stick with it. King of Wands is about vision, about seeing the future for what the future is, which is lovely. And you want someone who is wise. You want to commit with someone wise. And I think that is what you are trying to manifest after going through this hell with this devil energy everywhere, with this toxicity in your life. You started to focus on work, but in the next 3 to 6 months, you're gonna come out of it and decide that you want more than just work. You want the whole darn package. But you've decided to take a beat for a second with this Hangman card for the 6 to 9 months section of this year, roughly. And of course, time is always, it flows in all different directions. So this could be past, this could be future, but for this reading that I'm doing, it says that that particular card is the 6 to 9 months. So why do we have the Hangman here? Why are we looking at this in a different perspective? Because you want stability, you want commitment, you want a household, you want it fast. At this point, you want your Two of Cups, you want your lovers, you want... These cards right here, these are beautiful cards. This is about having a stable home and house and marriage and kids and commitment, building something that is long lasting with your person, with your twin flame, with your soulmate. This is your love connection. You want this to go pretty quickly, but you might need to take a beat and look at things from a different perspective. Make sure it's the right person for you. And then, follow your heart, follow your gut, follow your instincts, because this is a very fast moving energy that you have happening right now, Gemini. So you were hurt in the past, but 6 to 9 months from now, 9 months from now, you're moving forward big time. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here for Gemini? For the 9 months to a year. 9 to 12 months from now. Okay. We got the Queen of Wands, who goes along with the King of Wands. Temperance, yes, need for balance. And you have the Eight of Pentacles again. But this time, it seems, with balance, you're going to bring something into your life, because Knight of Cups is about romance. It's about, you know, that new beginning that could potentially turn into that King of Wands over here. But in order to do that, to have that king and queen match up and bond and have that, the lovers and the happily ever after, you need balance between your work life and your personal life. So that is what this is telling me, that is going to happen a year, like within the year, more to the end of the year, that once you find balance between work and your personal life, everything will start to work out for you. Have faith. This, I know you were hurt in the past, but good things are coming your way. Definitely. Let's get some advice. Let me just move some of these cards aside. Get some advice for you. Let's see. Advice. You know what? Instead of this 5, let us put the happiest card on the top there. Let's make it happy. I am annoyingly positive most of the time. And if I feel like, even when you're going into a bad situation, if you're just a little bit positive, that situation might not be as horrible as it could be if you go into it with a bad attitude, you know? Like I said, annoyingly positive. What's your advice for Gemini? What is your advice for Gemini? Flowering, sharing, and going with the flow. This has to do with time for a nap and deep knowing, it seems like, you know? Even change of winds. Let's see where this goes. So Gemini, the flowering card is telling you to live your life, live it fully, live it to every extent that you possibly can. Throw out the love to everyone, you know, in every direction. Don't limit yourself, basically. Let your flag fly. Really, that's what flowering is about. So with the sharing card, it's talking about, you know, living your life to give to all, really, without limits. Maybe your love, like surround yourself with people who will allow you to share your laughter, share your joy. Like, it gives you the opportunity to, you know, love and be happy, to find enjoyment. Share that. Be happy. Give that to others, because, you know, by sharing your joy, you will definitely get that back tenfold, you know, by being open and just being your lovely selves, your curious selves, you know, sharing who you are, your thoughts, your feelings. Only good can come from that. Being open, being vulnerable, that takes courage. Sharing takes courage, I think. If you do it in a way that is about giving and not receiving, um, and being open to everything that comes your way. And going with the flow has to do with trust. It has to do with just trusting that life is going to take you where you need to go. It's about trusting the universe, trusting your angels, trusting your guides to just let it all go. Let it, all your worries go, because in the end everything is going to work out. Share your laughter, share your joy, spread it all around, go with it. Because I know it's hard times right now for everyone out there. Everyone's fighting their own battles, but um, just, be the happy Geminis that I know you are, because you make people laugh with joy. Uh, you're quick-witted, you're curious. Um, it is it's about, sharing that with everyone, spreading it around, and just going with the flow, because you're going to go and you're going to get what you deserve in the end. Okay, Gemini, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment below, good or bad. I always like to hear what people have to say.